All right, back again with the second demo. This time I changed a little bit, but we have the same setup what we had last time. We have the main node, which runs on my host computer, and then two VMs running completely different Kubernetes installations. The pod namespace is, as usual, this one. And yeah, we implemented a feature you guys requested with that you can, within the workflow, can define on which node that should run. So I created two nodes, as I said, and the first one I set a type high CPU with like 8 CPUs in total, and the other one with more memory, so that's why it's called high mem. All right, so let's run this, or let's look at the workflow. So in the workflow, we have three functions which are identical. So it's the directive request function, and there is a new attribute in this version which says node. And I chose the word type to, as you could see with the nodes, to identify where this function should go. So one is main, which goes on the main cluster. One is type high mem, and the other one the type is high CPU. And is again, it's the same function. And then in the workflow, nothing special. It just does, it calls the three functions, the memory and the CPU one and the main one. Let's run this. So that one runs now. And first run, it creates the containers to run. That was a local one. Now it creates the get memory one on the memory node, and now the one on the CPU node. All right, workflow completed. And as usual, the second run would be faster. Here we go. Right, let's look at the nodes. Right, as you could see, one runs on the main server, one runs on the memory node, and one on the CPU node. To compare that, here they are. Right, and as I said, these attributes are completely like, you can pick whatever you want. We could do something like node label, or just use this one. We could use just label one as hello world, and then within the workflow we could just go here and say the node is hello world, save it, run it. Now it sees that this is a new service, and done. And if you look at the total, there are now 4, and if we look on where they are running, you can see that 2 nodes are running now on the CPU node.